questions for Dax? Dax, I know you wanted to send this out right with the bowl game in your last season. Now that that's
Yeah.
off the table, how do you kind of refocus or shape goals the rest of the season?
I'm just gonna play my best 3 games I have. The final 3 games. I'm just gonna do what I've been doing all season. Really just soak it all in. Really try to play my best these last 3. So yeah, it is what it is. It's not how I wanted to go out, but I'm gonna make the best of the situation.
There.
Dax, the first 3 games of this losing streak were 20-point margins plus, and then it's been 8 points total the last 3 games.
Yeah.
I mean, how I guess close are you guys to where you want to be? And like, do you feel like you're getting better? Do you feel like those margins are representative of a team getting better?
Yeah, we're so close. We just can't finish right now. That's really the most disappointing part. There's so many plays in each of the last 2 games that we just make one of them, the game's over, and we've won it. And we just didn't make those plays, like 3rd and like 19. We're off the field right there, and we win the game more than likely off of that play, and we just can't get off the field. And we do have when you do have those opportunities, you have to take hold of them really, and grasp them, and really just and win the game. You got to be able to do that, and we just haven't been able to do that this year.
You mentioned the 3rd and 19, and Coach said he made a call that you guys hadn't
Yeah.
practiced very much. What was your perspective on that play? And
They came out in empty. We had a cover 0, a blitz on. Something he didn't feel comfortable calling it. I was trying. We maybe should have checked it, but we just ended up calling a timeout, and we just got to another coverage that we were trying to do. So.
How big was that Mario sack he had
Yeah.
right before to set that up? I know obviously the 3rd and 19 didn't go the way you wanted, but Mario he had a really good game.
That was big time. That play they had shown, like they had motioned the Y, the tight end to the boundary with the cut X of number 0, and they had shown that like crack toss, lead crack toss the whole season, and they faked it and ran a buster like pass off of it, and so I got sucked up and started running. But as soon as I turned around, I saw Mario was back there with the sack, and it was really big time play. He played a really good game.
You've had a lot of success going down to Durham in your career, and you know I know obviously the season and this losing streak hasn't gone the way you wanted, but what is your outlook going down to Durham? You're 2-0 down there, and what kind of challenges do you think Duke presents for you guys?
They have a really good offense. Really dynamic, a lot of zone read concepts. Quarterback always has the option to pull it and run with the ball, so you have to account for an extra hat when you have the running quarterback, which is a lot of times tough. Really well coached. Mike Elko, he recruited me at Wake Forest and then at Notre Dame for a good amount. I know him pretty well. He's a great coach. They play really hard. They do a good job. So we have a work cut out for us. But I'm looking at everything as positive. I'm gonna take this as a great opportunity for me to get better and put on film my best. So, yeah.
For the first time on Saturday, when you guys got off the field as a defense, you were getting big plays in the return game from Tucker. How much of a boost is that? And had you maybe seen some of Tucker in practice that showed you he was capable of something like that?
Yeah, Tucker's a stud. He really works really, 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 really hard. You see him each and every day in the weight room, always getting extra. Just put his nose to the grindstone. He's getting better, waiting for his time. And when his time came, he took hold of it and made a great opportunity of it. And he's a great guy. He's from North Carolina, like I am. More Western North Carolina. Andrew's way out there, but he's a great guy. He's comes from a great family. He deserves everything he's gotten this past week, and it's really helpful. Having an average drive start around like the 36, and then pinning them back really deep was really, really, really helpful for the defense.
Have you been to his neck of the woods?
Well, I've been not to his house, but I've been down to Andrews a good amount. Oh, not that whole area. I love hiking a lot of those trails. A bunch of really cool waterfalls out there. So yeah.
When you look at Kelly Lawson's
Mhm.
height and length and sort of
Yeah.
range out there, what kind of potential does he have once he picks up all those
Yeah.
the finities of linebacker?
Once he gets to understand like defense as a whole and just how not just his puzzle piece is just the whole thing, how he fits in it all and how everybody's moving, he's gonna be a really good player. He's really reckless with his body, which is a good trait to have at linebacker. He blitzes with his hair. He blitzes with his hair on fire. He's just a good player. Works really hard. Good dude. I'm really glad to have him in our room, and it's been great to have him with my final season.
Does he knock down passes like that a lot? I would
I mean, his length, yeah.
Passing lane. So.
Yeah, it's tough for a guy with that length to get a ball around him. That was a really big time play. I mean, for one, batting the ball up, catching an interception, breaking a tackle, and then returning it for a touchdown. I mean, that's a lot to do on one play. It was pretty incredible. And then he made like 2 big plays. Like he made like 3 career highlights in a span of 4 plays, which was nuts. So, yeah, he did a really good job Saturday.
Let's go out to Zoom for a couple.
On Zoom, if we could start with Steve, please.
Dak, your multiple trips to North Carolina for road games, this will be your last one. Is there anything sentimental about that, or have they become routine over the years going back to North Carolina?
We always go past Pilot Mountain on our way there on the bus, and that's where my grandfather's from. That's where my grandma was buried, and so that's always been a cool thing to drive past. And so I always like just coming down the mountain and seeing that, and that's really one of the more sentimental things that I would say over my years going to North Carolina.
Thank you.
Any final questions for Dax on Zoom? Okay, Travis.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.